Cherries are a popular fruit crop known for their sweet or tart flavor. They are divided into two main types: sweet cherries, Prunus avium, which are ideal for eating fresh, and sour cherries, Prunus cerasus, which are used for baking, preserves, and cooking. Growing cherries requires planning, suitable climate conditions, and careful management. Choose a variety based on climate suitability. Sweet cherries thrive in USDA zones 5 to 7, while sour cherries tolerate colder climates, zones 4 to 8. Pollination requirements. Many sweet cherries are not self-pollinating, so you'll need at least 2 compatible varieties for cross-pollination. Sour cherries are mostly self-pollinating. Popular varieties include sweet cherries like Bing, Rainier, and La Paz. Sour cherries include Montmorency and Morello. Cherries require full sunlight, about 6 to 8 hours daily. They need well-drained soil with a pH of 6.0 to 6.8. Avoid heavy clay or overly sandy soils. Improve drainage by adding organic matter if needed. For sweet cherries, space trees 20 to 25 feet apart. For sour cherries, space trees 15 to 20 feet apart. Plant bare-root cherry trees in early spring before they leaf out. Container-grown trees can be planted in spring or fall. Dig a hole twice the width of the root ball and slightly deeper than the roots. Amend the soil with compost if necessary. Place the tree so the graft union, the bulge on the trunk, is 1 to 2 inches above the soil. Backfill with soil, tamping gently to remove air pockets. Water thoroughly and apply mulch around the base, keeping it away from the trunk. All right, let's dive into the care and maintenance of your cherry trees. First off, water young trees deeply once a week. It's important to keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. For mature trees, consistent watering is crucial, especially during fruit development. Fertilize in early spring with a balanced fertilizer, like a 10-10-10 mix. But be careful not to over-fertilize, as this can encourage foliage growth over fruit production. Pruning should be done during late winter or early spring. You'll want to remove any dead, diseased, or crossing branches. This helps shape the tree to an open center or a modified central leader system. Additionally, pruning improves air circulation and sunlight penetration, which are essential for healthy growth. Now let's talk about common issues. Pests such as cherry fruit flies, aphids, and Japanese beetles can be problematic. Using integrated pest management, or IPM, or insecticidal soap can help control these pests. Diseases like brown rot, leaf spot, and bacterial canker are also common. Applying fungicides preventively and removing infected plant material are effective ways to manage these diseases. Moving on to pollination. For sweet cherries, it's important to ensure that compatible varieties are within 50 feet of each other. This proximity helps with cross-pollination, which is essential for fruit set. To encourage pollinators, consider planting flowers or maintaining bee-friendly habitats nearby. Bees and other pollinators play a vital role in the pollination process, so creating an inviting environment for them can make a big difference. Sweet cherries are ready to harvest when fully colored and firm, typically from late spring to early summer. Sour cherries, on the other hand, ripen in mid to late summer. You'll notice the fruit is plump, shiny, and easily detaches with the stem. Always taste test to confirm ripeness. Gently pull cherries with their stems attached to prolong their freshness. Use ladders or tools to access those higher branches. Cool cherries immediately after picking to extend their shelf life. You can store them in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks or freeze them for long-term storage. Poor fruit set can be due to inadequate pollination or frost damage. To combat this, use row covers or plant frost-resistant varieties. Small fruits might result from insufficient thinning or a nutrient deficiency. Ensure proper fertilization and pruning to address this. Splitting is often caused by excessive rain near harvest time. To avoid this, use rain covers or harvest early if rain is predicted. Rotate crops. or avoid planting cherries in areas previously used for tomatoes, potatoes, or eggplants to prevent soil-borne diseases. Consider dwarf varieties if you're working with smaller spaces or container growing. With proper planning, care and maintenance, cherry trees can provide abundant, high-quality fruit for years. Enjoy the process and the rewarding harvest.